All right, here we go. Look out! Oh, my goodness! Woke up! Oh, my, baby. Oh, baby! Monkey! He's on fire! Unbelievable! Ian Hill with the explosion! In your face, hat. Check him out. Oh, between the legs! Oh, man! Oh, the tank! Here it is! Well, there you go! Oh, you gotta love that!
We tip off our show by taking you into the action in the Atlantic Division, where Miami is starting to heat things up. Reggie Miller and the Indiana Pacers hosted the Heat in a battle of Eastern Conference powers. Miami coach Pat Riley called on Tim Hardaway to take over, and Tim responded.
Hardaway blows by the other way.
Miami's star point guard scored 18 points.
Tim Hardaway, you are unbelievable, my man.
But the game's biggest star was P.J. Brown, who scored a season-high 22 to lead the Heat to victory.
P.J. Brown again. Oh, my, what he's done for this team.
You saw tonight, there's things that come out of our system, and I took advantage of it. It was just good to win. I'm all about winning, and it was a big win for us tonight.
That's Heat basketball.
Next, Miami faced Grant Hill and the Pistons, who had beaten them on opening night. But Riley's Heat would get their revenge. And once again, Hardaway was a big factor, scoring 29 points.
Timmy for three. Hardaway circles out. Tough shot, but he makes it. Pretty drive for Hardaway, who has 29.
Miami cruised to an 11-point win and their fourth victory in a row. 3 nights later, Scottie Pippen's Houston Rockets looked to cool off the Heat. But with a balanced offensive attack featuring Hardaway, Brown, and Alonzo Mourning, Miami went on a big second-half run to win it by 10.
Alonzo Mourning with a major maneuver. Can you feel it, Miami? Do you believe it, South Florida? Hop aboard. Enjoy the ride.
After beating Washington, the Heat have now won 6 straight, and they're tied for second place in the Atlantic Division with the New York Knicks. The Orlando Magic are in first place with a record of 9-2. The Philadelphia 76ers are in fourth place, while the Washington Wizards, Boston Celtics, and New Jersey Nets round out the division. Now let's go back into the action, this time in the Central Division. We take a look at the Cleveland Cavaliers. Despite an 0-3 start and an injured Zydrunas Ilgauskas, the Cavs have won 5 straight.
I think the most important thing for us is concentrating, coming out giving 100% for 48 minutes every game. It started off with a slow start, so now it's time for us to pick up our plate.
Kemp pounds the ball to the timeline, down to the circle, scoops to Potapico, now to Henderson, drives with a 2-hand slam.
They look inside, Camby, and the ball hit him right on the chest and out of his hands. Cleveland down the floor, Anderson goes up, count it, and the foul!
When you take young guys who have the talent that they do, the energy that they bring, the basketball IQ that they have, and the type of character that they have, added to the established star, Shawn Kemp, add a couple pieces around it, you have the nucleus of a pretty good team.
And Cleveland will win their 5th consecutive game.
The Pacers hosted New Jersey in one of the week's most exciting games. In the final minute, Chris Mullin put Indiana on top.
Mullin for 3.
With the Pacers up by 1 in the final seconds, the Nets would turn to Keith Van Horn.
Against Antonio Davis, he scored. Keith Van Horn, timeout Indiana with 10.2 seconds left.
Indiana would have one last chance and place the game in the hands of point guard Mark Jackson.
Puts it up and got his first basket of the night. And thanks to Mark Jackson, the Indiana Pacers pull it out by 80-79 over the New Jersey Nets.
Now let's take a look at the Central Division standings, where the Pacers continue to lead the way by a half game over the much-improved Milwaukee Bucks. The Cavaliers are in 3rd place. The Hawks are in 4th. The Pistons are in 5th. They're followed by the Raptors, the Bulls, and the Hornets. Time to log on to NBA.com for news of a major setback for Cleveland. The Cleveland Cavaliers will be without their big man, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, who will miss the remainder of the season with a fractured left foot.
been through a lot of tough times in my career, so just keeping the cast to the heels and then start doing rehab and basketball stuff and get ready for the season next year.
Now, let's check out a new NBA arena. The Toronto Raptors have a brand new home. It's called Air Canada Centre. And NBA Commissioner David Stern was there to help tip things off.
Thank you to NBA fans in Canada. This is an exquisite building. You deserve it. Enjoy it. I couldn't be happier for you, for the Raptors, and the NBA.
And the Raptors inaugurated the arena in style as they beat Vancouver, led by Vince Carter.
There's the alley-oop pass to the high-flying rookie Vince Carter, and the first basket in Air Canada Centre goes to Vince Carter.
Next up, we learn about a coaching announcement. Houston Rockets head coach Rudy Tomjanovich was named the coach of Team USA as they try to qualify for the 2000 Olympic Games.
I think whenever you're asked to represent your country in any kind of competition, you got to feel real good about it.
And finally, the NBA's Player of the Week. The honor goes to the Minnesota Timberwolves' Stephon Marbury, who averaged 24 points and nearly 12 assists last week.
Right down the lane, fixed a pass, layup is good. He defied the defense to stop him.
Now it's time for our viewer email. This week's question comes to us from Brad Sarla of Melbourne, Australia, who asks, who holds the NBA record for career free throw percentage? The answer is Mark Price, who retired recently. Price shot just over 90% from the foul line and was also a four-time All-Star during his stellar 12-year career in the NBA.
I've always set high goals for myself, and I've tried to work hard to get to those goals.
If I was a window washer, an architect, a security guard, or a farmer, instead of a famous basketball player, would you care what I drink? Would Sprite not taste the same? Would I be doing this commercial? What do you think?
Zena's itching.
You get used to the smell.
For the fight of her life.
I just think you're feeling a little puffy, irritable, and bloated today.
It's dandruff, baby. It's a minor scalp irritation, that's all.
It's a wild New Zealand. 7:30 tonight on 10.
Let's see. Whoa. Right hand. Nah, let's switch it to the left. Two hands. Nah. Dunk on him? Let's save it. Oh. Here we go.
Feel like a chat? We're always on the line. Call us now and we can talk to you about whatever you want to talk about on 1-900-12-6000. Come on, give it a go. If you're alone, then call us. We want to talk to you now. It's easy. Just call 1-900-12-6000. That's 1-900-12-6000.
Even action heroes get thirsty, but even action heroes are only human. So don't believe everything you see. Image is nothing. Thirst is everything. Obey your thirst. Sprite.
Welcome back to NBA action. Now let's get you back into the action in the Western Conference, starting in the Pacific Division with the Portland Trailblazers. Portland's Brian Grant had every reason to smile as he helped the Blazers stay red hot with 12 points and 17 rebounds against the Denver Nuggets.
Williams, great feed. Brian Grant, the recipient.
Sparked by Grant's strong inside play, Portland won it by 15.
Brian Grant right back inside.
And Grant would continue to dominate the paint 2 nights later as Portland hosted Kenny Anderson and the Boston Celtics. This time, Brian had 21 points and 18 rebounds. His hard work and hustle also rubbed off on his teammates as they beat the Celtics by 20 for their 3rd straight victory.
Pitch out pass. Jackson catches into the... Well, he can't... Well, he did. Good save. Nice fake. Deep into the rack.
We're all warriors on this team. Everybody went out there and did what they had to do. Everybody's playing really aggressive. We're playing unselfish. Right now, we're playing good ball.
Next up for Brian and the Blazers, another hot team, the Golden State Warriors, winners of 4 straight. But once again, Grant was a force with a career-high 24 rebounds.
Rebound, Brian Grant again, and that's a big one.
And when Grant was called on for offense, he delivered, scoring 18 points in another Blazer victory.
Grant tries to spin and go back door. He's got a pair and a monstrous pair it is.
He willed us to win tonight. The effort that Brian Grant has put out on the floor has been just incredible.
After their 4th straight win, Portland's now tied for 1st place in the Pacific Division with the Seattle Sonics. The Phoenix Suns are in 3rd place, 1 game back. The Sacramento Kings and the Los Angeles Lakers are tied for 4th place. The Golden State Warriors are close behind in 6th place, followed by the Los Angeles Clippers. Now let's take you back into the action, this time in the Midwest, where the Minnesota Timberwolves are a team on the rise. With a total team effort, Minnesota's moving up in the Midwest, and they sent Rudy Tomjanovich and the Rockets down to defeat this week. Kevin Garnett and the Timberwolves defended their home court with a 14-point victory. And even when things seemed to go wrong, they got some extra help from Houston.
Olajuwon tips it in.
Like they need help.
Against Vancouver, Coach Flip Saunders and Stephon Marbury decided to get the ball to Joe Smith. And Smith responded with a brilliant all-around game. He dominated the Grizzlies defensively.
Blocked there by Smith.
And offensively as well, finishing things off at the other end.
Nice pass inside Joe Smith.
Yeah, Smith was doing it all as he scored 21 points.
Smith again, Joe Smith.
Leading Minnesota to victory.
Peeler, nice feet underneath, and Joe Smith rams it home.
The Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Vancouver Grizzlies by 19 points, and they finished things off in style.
Garnett flying in, jams it home.
Smith and fellow forward Kevin Garnett continued to dominate in their next game against the Sacramento Kings. They combined for 52 points as Garnett finished with 22.
Look out, defying gravity.
And Smith led the T-Wolves attack, scoring a season-high 30 points.
Inside, Joe Smith left wide open.
The Wolves won it by 12.
Great game for those two guys again.
After beating the Spurs, Minnesota has won 4 straight, and they're off to the best start in franchise history. The T-Wolves are second in the Midwest Division, 1 game behind the Utah Jazz. The Rockets are in 3rd place, followed by the Spurs, the Grizzlies, the Mavericks, and the Nuggets. Time now for Hot Shots, where we highlight one of the best performances of the week. Stephon Marbury and the Minnesota Timberwolves hosted their Midwest Division rivals, the Houston Rockets. And the visitors found out they were in for a long night, as Stephon was red hot right from the start.
Steph the floater right through the air.
The T-Wolves point guard was taking it right at the Rockets.
Taking it up and inside for 2 more for Marbury.
And when he wasn't taking the ball to the basket, Marbury had his outside touch working as well.
Marbury with a dead-eye perfect shot.
Stephon's hot hand carried into the second half.
Marbury gets open again and hits.
And Marbury was taking over at both ends of the floor.
Field for Marbury. He drives and lays it in.
Stephon had a career-high 40 points to go along with 12 assists. And even when his teammates couldn't connect, Marbury continued to find the range.
Long rebound out to Marbury. Shoots it up for 2 more. He can't miss.
Yeah, he was simply spectacular.
Oh, 360 Marbury. What a move. Stephon Marbury.
In Minnesota's win, Stephon Marbury became the 5th player in NBA history to record at least 40 points and 10 assists without a turnover in a game. Now here's the league scoring leaders. Shaquille O'Neal leads the pack. Allen Iverson's in 2nd place, Grant Hill's in 3rd. They're followed by Sharif Abdur-Rahim, Gary Payton, and Karl Malone.
It's summer's #1 movie, You've Got Mail.
A bunch of flowers.
Oh?
Now, rekindle the romance, starring Meg Ryan.
All I could say was hello.
And Academy Award winner Tom Hanks. 8:30 tonight, Sleepless in Seattle.
Let's see. Whoa. Right hand. Nah, let's switch it to the left. Two hands. Nah. Dunk on him? Let's save it. Oh. Here we go.
Will you all shut up? The bridge has collapsed. Beer truck can't get through. You're joking.
Where you going, mate?
Hang on, lads. Won't be long.
New Ford Courier petrol and turbo diesel. More power and torque than ever before. Ford Trucks.
Check out these sensational deals from Target Digital.
Thanks, Tezza. Get mobile with Australia's hottest $10 access plans. Check out Motorola D160, just $1 with $10 monthly access. Nokia 5110, just $1 and $10 monthly access. Even better, Nokia 6110, just $1 with tiny $10 monthly access.
You can even play games.
Target Digitals with OneTel, unbeatable $10 monthly access. Call 13 14 96. That's 13 14 96.
Some people can't wait to try Chicken Tonight Thai Sweet Chili Sauce. A sweet and spicy taste sensation. Just 10 minutes in a wok for an exotic meal the whole family can enjoy.
Chicken Tonight!
Only evil this dark could bring him back. Only a game this big could do him justice. 2 Seeds of Evil.
Sunday.
What museum are you going to?
We're going to the Whitney Museum.
She's got a museum?
Fran's making a lasting impression.
I think you're an unfit mother.
Unfit? I'm in the best shape of my life.
All New Nanny, 6:30 Sunday on 10.
Welcome back to NBA action. Now, a look at some of the week's most exciting moments from the fans' perspective in the Highlight Zone. Now, take a close look at what we've got in store. But don't get carried away, because this Highlight Zone is dedicated to the NBA fans who just love to see players making incredible plays.
Hardaway. Well, when you feel it, you flaunt it. Great pass by Jackson.
Picks it up at midcourt. Lets it fly on the run. Gets it!
Now, don't get bent out of shape. There are more amazing things for fans to see. Yeah, there's plenty of entertainment in an NBA arena, even when the game takes a break. Excuse me, you better take your seat. Fans in the Highlight Zone never want to miss some of the game's lighter moments.
Now, that's downright ugly.
As Charles Oakley on the bench having a little fun with Marcus Camby.
Bo Taylor comes out of the pack with it with only 7 on the shot clock. Throws it into the press table, and I know nobody on this table can shoot.
Don't be discouraged. Every NBA fan knows that eventually the players will get things right.
That's outlawed. Finley into the lane. Dampier blocked his shot. Dampier sent him back.
Nice fake and beautiful move from Charlie Ward.
And even though some of the game's brightest stars may sometimes stumble, fans in the zone always display smooth moves. Fans Fans in the zone come in all sizes and all have their own style, just like their favorite players who each bring something special.
Kobe goes up and scores on that 12-footer.
Iverson, the crossover dribble, and he slips by.
At center floor, Hardaway throws one up. Good!
Yeah, NBA fans can get quite a ride, especially when they see plays like this.
Jason with a hesitation drive. No look pass. Weber, power rip with the right hand.
Back out to Sam Cassell. Alley-oop to Van Horn. Hammers it home.
Bounce to Eddie Jones to the base. He drives, pivot. 17-footer, good.
Well, I guess this means it's time to leave. But fans know you have to pick yourself up and come back next week for more hair-raising highlights in the zone. Now, let's take a look at one of the most incredible games of the season. In overtime.
We have to some way devise our system to make our young players get older in a hurry as in terms of wisdom.
For Rick Pitino's young Boston Celtics, Antoine Walker, Ron Mercer, and Paul Pierce, it was a test of their wisdom and determination in a thrilling game against the Vancouver Grizzlies.
Oh, dear. Could do it.
Trailing by 3 points, Pitino and the Celtics were down to their final shot as they tried to avoid a crushing defeat on the road.
Walker. Dana takes the three.
Oh, yes.
Bing, bang, boom, barrels.
After tying the game, Boston controlled the overtime.
All I remember that game is the first overtime. We were up 8. I said, all right, yeah, we got him.
Big hoop, Ron Mercer. It's an 8-point game.
However, the Celtics would quickly discover that the Grizzlies were down, but not out.
Boom, boom, they hit 2 threes in a layup. I said, oh, man, right back in it.
Long pass. Will get to Raheem. It's tied up.
In the second OT, Boston took another lead, only to see the Grizzlies come back again behind the clutch shooting of Sam Mack.
Now looking for Mack for the three. Mercer bombers it, but not enough. And it's another overtime.
Wow. By the third overtime, Boston was missing key players as Antoine Walker and Ron Mercer had both fouled out. Coach Pitino needed a hero, and he'd find one in the most unlikely Celtic.
Hi, I'm Andrew DeClerc of the Boston Celtics.
The Celtics have a chance to tie it or go ahead. And yes!
Andrew DeClerc's three-point play would finally give the Celtics the lead and the game in this dramatic Boston Marathon.
A triple overtime win for that man.
Sunday, they're buffed, oiled, and ready to bear all. Join hosts Amanda Keller, Bob Down, and a host of celebrity guests for the greatest celebration of free expression in the world, the 1999 Gay and Lesbian Mardi Gras, 8:30 Sunday on 10.
Feel like a chat? I'm always on the line. Call me now and we can talk about whatever you want to talk about on 1-900-124-888. Come on, give it a go. If you're alone, then call me. I want to talk to you now. It's easy. Just call 1-900-124-888. That's 1-900-124-888.
The bridge has collapsed. Beer truck can't get through. You're joking!
Where you going, mate?
Hang on, lads. Won't be long.
New Ford Courier petrol and turbo diesel. More power and torque than ever before. Ford Trucks.
Manline, the best way for special guys to meet other special guys. Manline. Call Manline now.
Make yours the best ever disco album. 39 classic disco hits on a specially priced 2 CD set. The best ever disco album from the best ever series. Get it now.
Welcome back to NBA action. Now, we check in on one of the league's fastest rising stars, who's making a sudden impact in Cleveland.
Confidence is what got me a chance to play at this level. Confidence is what's going to keep me at this level.
Knight found C. Knight jets ahead of the field, and he scored. Knight tempoing with numbers. Brevin going all the way to the hoop.
In just his second season in the league, Brevin Knight has emerged as the Cleveland Cavaliers' floor leader, and his teammates have complete confidence in their young point guard.
Out there on the court, I think the guys believe that I'm going to give them the ball at the right time, run the right plays, and they just know that I'm going to get everything under control. And that's what I try to do as best as I can, just make sure that everybody's comfortable, that they're getting enough shots, they're getting the ball, and we're doing what we need to do to win.
Here's Knight up at the free throw line. Takes it to the right side. Bounces to the baseline to Anderson. Reverse layup. Great assist by Knight.
Brevin graduated from Stanford University in 1997 as the school's all-time assists and steals leader. And Knight's had no problem adjusting to the professional level.
Brevin Knight picked Scottie Pippen. The solo from the young man from Stanford.
He's a very quick guy. Got a good sense of direction. Got good hands for balls and steals. He's a total all-around player.
As a rookie last season, Knight was second in the league in steals and 8th in assists, while also providing clutch shooting. And he became the Cavaliers' floor general.
I bring as much leadership as I know right now in this league.
Some people are just born with the ability to lead other people. Other people will listen to him. They believe in him. They trust him. And he's been able to lead by example as well.
Brevin Knight just stripped it clean. Cavs are going to run with numbers. Henderson!
Brevin quickly caught the attention of opponents around the league with his all-out hustle and his tenacious defense, which often resulted in easy baskets for Cleveland.
Steal by Brevin Knight.
Now, the challenge for Brevin Knight is to build on his rookie success and take the Cleveland Cavaliers to the next level.
Brevin Knight just picked the pocket of Spitz and Davis, and Brevin will run. Knight all the way to the hole, and it fell.
People say there's a lot of pressure. It could be, but I think we've all been in situations where we've won, and so now that winning attitude takes over, and that's why we've been successful. My goal is to win the championship, and I think I'm with the right team that can do it. That's all I look for, is a championship, making it further in the playoffs each year until we have it all together, until we really make a run for the championship.
10, 9. All right, now it's time for the top 10 plays of the week in our courtside countdown. Coming in at number 10, it's the Sacramento duo of John Barry and Lawrence Funderburk.
Here comes Barry on a 3-on-2. The trailer is Funderburk, and Sacramento on the run.
John Barry running the floor. He's got a little flair, too. Dish over the back to Funderburk.
At number 9, it's the Denver Nuggets' Antonio McDyess.
Here's the wide. Oh, take that. Are you kidding me? Oh, man.
Coming in at number 8, it's rookie Vince Carter of the Toronto Raptors.
Carter to the basket! Oh, wow! Oh, my!
Vince Carter is a highlight film. You see him take off right there.
At number 7, check out this move from the Los Angeles Lakers, Kobe Bryant.
Woo! He's putting on a show.
Oh, there he goes again.
At 6, here once again, it's Toronto's Vince Carter.
Carter, unbelievable, gets it to go. Well, just a great move. He goes up from one side, floats over to the other one, and flips it back behind his head.
At number 5, it's this buzzer beater from Portland's Greg Anthony.
That's good! That's good! That's good! That's a 3!
At 4, it's this fast break with the Phoenix Suns' Chris Morris and Jason Kidd.
Touch pass to Kidd. He's fouled. It'll count. And now who has the running game?
Oh, my. Shows you how strong Jason Kidd is.
In at number 3, it's Stacey Augmon of the Portland Trailblazers.
Awesome. How about that circus shot? Wow.
At 2, this game winner from the big dog, Milwaukee's Glenn Robinson.
Robinson will squeeze it and hit it! 1/10 of a second to go. The Bucks go in front, 93-92. How about those apples?
And the number 1 play, this half-court heave from the Rockets' Brent Price.
There it is. Time was out. Brent Price. And they'll be showing
That's it for today's show. Remember, you can send us your emails at the league's official website, NBA.com. I'm Jim Fagan for NBA Action. See you next week.